The other time we talk about the difference between Oka and Asaba, the capital city of Delta State, and Oka being the capital city of Anambra State. So today let's compare between Onitsha and Asaba, though the comparison might not work due to the fact that one is a commercial city and the other one is just a capital city. So in this video, let's compare between Onitsha and Asaba in Delta State. Let's go. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today let me quickly dive into highlighting the major difference between Onitsha, the commercial city in Anambra State, and the capital city of Asaba in Delta State. So there are no major difference between these two towns, though the two towns share similar border. They are being divided by River Niger, and the one is a state capital and the other one is a commercial city. So let me quickly tell you the things you need to know about Onitsha. Then after that we dive into telling you the things you need to know about the capital city of Asaba. So Onitsha, like some of us may know or might not know, Onitsha is a very big city that has the a kind of the largest market in West Africa, which is the main market, and is a commercial city in Anambra State, and is being surrounded by many commercial other cities in the same Anambra State. Namely, you can find Ogidi, you can find Mbo, you can find Obusi, you can find Nkwere and others. So you can also find Obunike. All these places I'm calling are being surrounded within Onitsha, and they also has a kind of their bigger markets. Like Ogidi has building materials, and Mbo has new tire and new pass, and I think Obusi has their own too. And in Obunike they have the plywood market, and in Nkwere they have other market like shoe making market, something like that. So Onitsha is a big commercial city and also being surrounded by other commercial city, all in Anambra State. So talking about the type of life they live in Anambra, they live in Onitsha. Onitsha is a very rugged area, and Onitsha, if you're kind of person that was brought up in Onitsha gets to train you physically, mentally, and otherwise. So you get to learn a lot of things in Onitsha, both good and bad. It depends the one you want to learn. So Onitsha has it all. They have everything you want to learn, comprises of all those neighboring towns around them. So not just Onitsha, you get to learn those things in Onitsha, you get to learn them in Ogidi, you get to learn them in Mpo, you get to learn them in Obusi, Obunike, and otherwise. So all those towns surrounding Onitsha has their own has their own life related to the Onitsha too. So Onitsha is a big commercial city, and the type of life they live there is rugged, and again it depends the one you want to choose. So in Onitsha you get to find different lifestyles in Onitsha, and again Onitsha is a very noisy and lousy place. It's a very, very noisy place. Being that it's a commercial city, it's a very noisy place. If you are thinking of staying in Onitsha and you don't like noise, there are many other places where you can stay without noise. Not because it's a very noisy and lousy area, that means there's no other cool area within the environment. There are many other cool area, and a kind of more secured area in Onitsha where you can stay, which I have made the video on this my channel. So I'll be leaving the link of that video in the description of this video, so you can go and watch them if you have not watched it. So talk about the security they have in Onitsha. Onitsha is not secured. It's not a secured area. Does not mean there's no place that is secured in Onitsha. They have a lot of rich men area that is very, very highly secured and highly calm. So those areas are rich men areas where you can find many calm areas, and the security are guaranteed in those areas. But Onitsha at large, talking about Onitsha at large and some of the cities, other cities surrounding it, security is the issues over there. They don't have good security, you understand. But if you know your way around, you can still maneuver and do your thing and go back. So avoid staying late at night. If you are in Onitsha and you're a newcomer, avoid staying late at night. Then know the kind of places you visit and know the kind of footsteps you make. Onitsha is kind of place that they believe that anybody that have stayed in Onitsha or knows whereabout of Onitsha environment or within that cities that surround Onitsha, whether Obosimpo, Gidi or the rest, there's a kind of movement they expect you to make. You understand? So once you don't make that such movement, they see you as a novice. You understand? And they might try to get something from you. So that is it. So immediately you enter Onitsha, try to learn the type of footsteps they make when moving some lonely areas, and how they speak, how they talk, how they get to maneuver things. So that's one thing you have to know if you want to reside in these areas. So but there's one fun thing about Onitsha. If you know your ways around within that vicinity, you enjoy that place, because it will train you not to be afraid of, not to be that afraid when you move out of that location. You can travel to anywhere, and still be comfortable to move around within that place without being that much afraid of any places. And it can also make you, even if you go somewhere and something happen, you can easily escape. You understand? So they have a lot, and they have a lot to learn in Onitsha. So talking about the prices of things if you want to stay in Onitsha, or the price of things you can get in Onitsha. Onitsha is more cheaper than Asaba. You understand? You get to get cheaper things, cheaper food items, cheaper apartments in Onitsha than Asaba. Asaba is a kind of costly, and the only place I can measure with Asaba when it comes to the cost of apartment is Enugu and Enugu and Oka. Both are capital cities in eastern region. So but Onitsha, talking about Onitsha, you get things cheaper there more than Asaba. So if you cannot afford the house rent in Asaba, you can still manage Onitsha and be doing your own thing. Understand? So apartments in Onitsha are cheaper. The food items in Onitsha are also cheaper. Very, very cheap. Very, very cheap in Onitsha. So you get to get everything, most thing cheap in Onitsha. So the only place you can think of when you talk about expensive areas is those places where you find rich men. You understand? So where you find rich men, you can talk of a million apartments, 700k apartment, 800k apartment, 1.2 apartment. Those rich men area is where you get all these costly apartment. But once is not that area, any other places you get to see as low as 150, 200, 350, 200 apartments. It depends. So that is all you need to know about Onitsha. And if you have any other question, kindly watch other of my videos about Onitsha, the cost of living in Onitsha, apartment in Onitsha. And again, you can also drop comments via my comment sections. So let's dive into Asaba. Do I have a lot of videos about Asaba on my channel? The cost of living in Asaba, many residential area you get to stay in Asaba. So there are many, even though Asaba is highly secured and a very, very cool and calm area to stay, and also being a state capital, Asaba has their own downtown, so everywhere in Asaba is not that glitters. You understand? So during rainy season in Asaba, everywhere become messy. A lot of places in Asaba during rainy season get flooded. You understand? So I advise you, if you're planning to come to Asaba, try come during rainy season so you don't regret when there is rain. You understand? So try come during rainy season so you don't get to regret your life. So a lot of things goes on in Asaba, but one thing I love about Asaba is that it's a very cool and calm area. You get to flex around, you get to meet, enjoy yourself the way you want without being harassed, without nobody questioning you of anything, without being afraid of getting robbed like that. It's not that everywhere is 100% secure, but talking about security, comparing to Onitsha or Oka in Anambra State, Asaba is highly secured when it comes to the two cities. So you get to enjoy many things in Asaba. You get to enjoy nightlife in Asaba. You get to enjoy nightlife, especially inside town. via Urbanam roadside. You get to enjoy your nightlife without being disturbed, without nobody harassing you. So Asaba is a kind of a tourist center, you know, a tourist center where you can go and have fun, see many beautiful places, you know, flex around. So talking about the prices of apartments in Asaba, cost of living and others, I can tell you that everything there is highly costly compared to that of Onitsha. In Asaba, the cheapest apartment you can think of when you talk of going to maybe a kind of relatively rich area environment is maybe you get as from cheapest, you get as from a room and parlor maybe from 700 to 800k. Anything above a room and parlor, maybe 2 rooms, is around 1.2, 1 million, 1.3 and the rest. So, and the rooms have gone over here, you get to rent them from 250, 300 and above. So it's very costly compared to that of Onitsha. So when you talk about the prices of things in Onitsha and Asaba, the prices of things in Onitsha, even the apartments and the cost of living, are way cheaper in Onitsha than Asaba. The only place Asaba is more better than Onitsha is in terms of the cool environment, the security, and you know, the nightlife and the vibes they produce when it comes to enjoyment. So that is really where it's better than Onitsha. But in any other angle, talk about getting things cheaper, apartment cheaper, items cheaper, you know, training your child or maybe yourself physically and mentally okay, you know, to be vibrant even in public and anywhere. You talk about Onitsha. Onitsha has it all, including the other cities surrounding them. Even if you don't get to stay in Onitsha, you get to stay in Nkwele, Ogidi, Obunike, Ubusi and the rest. All these places, all these environments, they are all like having the same lifestyle with Onitsha. So guys, this is where I'm gonna be ending this video. In case if you have any other thing to ask us, kindly drop them via our comment section, and don't forget that there are a lot of videos I've made about Asaba. Kindly go and watch, share them so others can see, and also share this one. Don't forget to click on thumb up button, click on the notification bell, and also share. So don't forget that my comment section is open. Drop your comments in case if you have any other questions, or maybe whatever you think about this video, or what I did not say that you think you know, just tell us via comment section. We take suggestion, we take people's opinion. So thank you guys for watching. Have a lovely day. Till next time.